Yo. Welcome back to my channel. If you've not done it already, subscribe to the Gambler's Boxing, like the video, and do all of that good stuff. This is the public workout reaction. The aim of this is we want to see how AJ is, how Usyk is, how they look, because I definitely want to see this. So we're in for a treat, guys. I'm looking at this. We're watching this live. Big up to every person in the chat as well. Just hit 500 subs as well, guys. And I'm so grateful for you guys as well. Onwards and upwards, road to 1K. Yeah, we keep it moving. We've got Zag here doing the interview. Let's talk about it, man. Let's go. Hold on, let me just share this quickly. Oh no, we don't want to share that. Flip it up. Anyway, I'm going to have a couple of shows later on in the week as well. We're going to have the press conference reaction on Thursday, and we might have a predictions show on Friday. I'm gonna have a prediction show on Friday. I'll see if I can grab a couple of guests as well in the meantime. And yeah, I'm pumped and I'm excited for what's to come. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Oh yeah, I forgot. Did I put a thumbnail on this? Oh, fingers crossed I did. Oh, if I did, I'm gonna be mad. Oh, if I didn't, I am gonna be pissed. We've got Johnny Nelson in here. I'm gonna talk about Johnny Nelson actually. I disagree wholeheartedly what he says. Wholeheartedly what he said. He said, what exactly did he say? He went, he said, if AJ loses, he should consider retiring, or he should definitely retire if should he lose. And I completely disagree. And the reason why I say that is because that rhetoric effectively is allowing people to believe that the O on their record means everything. The O on the record means everything, and therefore, I've just clocked this. Let me just put a thumbnail. We've got to change it because it's looking a bit mad. But yeah, what you're effectively condoning is protecting your O, and I completely disagree. Bear with me, guys. Apologies. Let me just sort this out. That's it. Boom. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. What? Prince Nassim is in the house. What's going on? A lot of Arabs in the building. We are in Saudi Arabia. So, of course, there is. Chizora's there. A bag of people are here. Hold on. And so, for me, I think AJ, I hope he's a lot better condition than before he was before. He wasn't. He didn't have a poor conditioning before, but it wasn't on the level necessarily to compete at the highest level in terms of his personal achievement, his personal goals. Got Matt Matchlin here talking to one of the Sky presenters. I'm getting the impression that they really don't like Anthony Joshua based on what's coming out of their mouths recently in terms of pro Usyk rhetoric and pro Usyk this, and it's like they never worked with AJ, which is a bit disappointing. But it's for AJ to definitely prove them wrong. That's on AJ. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not on people like these guys to then infiltrate AJ's mindset and tell him what he's supposed to think. No. What's going on now? I thought we were gonna get Usyk or AJ. I think AJ gonna come up first, guys. And then we're going to have Usyk shortly afterwards, which I'm not really mad at. Um, which I'm not really mad at because for me, I think AJ is now the challenger. This is what life's come to effectively. As disappointed it is, he's the challenger right now. So it's not really much we can do to complain about that, to moan about it. It is what it is. But in terms of, hold on, let me just take this guy. Let me just take this off. Oops. Oh, we're not going to talk about this. That it's AJ fight week. We're not going to talk about that. You know the way there. We're not going to talk about that. We'll talk about that next week. But yeah, we're going to have a reaction to the press conference Thursday. We're going to have a live preview prediction show on Friday after the weigh-in. Then on Saturday, we might have a live watch along. We might have a live watch along. Might have to change a couple of things here and there, but we're gonna have a live watch along. So, as it stands, that's the plan for this week. And then on Sunday, we might have a like a debrief, like a reaction show on Sunday to what we saw. Ashley Theopade is there. We've got a couple of other people, Dean White, Badu Jack, who's fighting on the weekend as well, alongside Ben Whittaker, Ramla Ali, Callum Smith, a couple of other names. Money Kicks. Amanda Serrano will face. Oh my god! I just saw this now. Amanda Serrano will face Sarah Mahfoud in a WBC, IBF, and WBO featherweight world title unification on the undercard of Joe Joyce versus Joseph Parker. Okay. I thought they said AJ's already. What's going on? But yeah, I think AJ will be out in the next couple of minutes. Hopefully, we get the. Hold on, let me just. Hold on, basic. See what everyone's saying. Let's see what the streets are saying. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, this keeps bugging out. This keeps bugging out. Bear with me, guys. I don't know what's going on. I'm refreshing it. That's it. It's working now. My computer started bugging out, but we're here now. We're here now. We're back up and running. Let's go. We've got Andy Clark here. Andy Clark looking sharp as usual. But come on, man. If we want to see the AJ, how he is, how he's conditioned, how he's moving. Usyk is another one I want to see. Mm. Amir Khan saying is it could go up to £15. I doubt it. I doubt it. I think it's just mind games. I think honestly, I think it's just mind games. Um, I genuinely do not believe that is the case. That should be the case. Hold on. All right. I wanna react to this without doing this huge deep down preview. Without doing a deep dive preview. Simply because I'm going to do the preview later on in the week. Well, I won't talk about necessarily what Usyk's got to do, but if Usyk goes up £15, it's I think it's a lot more dangerous for AJ than what people realize. Usyk, he's still got amazing footwork. Even if he goes up to £15 above, he's still got good enough footwork to avoid a lot of AJ's shots, and he's still got good enough movement to deceive AJ and deceive what he's doing. Um, in terms of the drawbacks of going up £15, he can. Hold on, let me just mute these guys because that's better, fam. I couldn't hear myself speak. Yeah, in terms of going up £15, it does slow him down, but it gives him a high level of punch resistance. It's pros and cons with it. It's pros and cons with it. Hold on. Carl Froch claims Anthony Joshua walked into the sea of sharks. Bro, you are a hater, fam. You said I swear Carl Froch said Andy Ruiz is going to be AJ. It's the second time. So I find it very difficult to value his opinion when we all know he's known to be anti AJ. He's known to be against what AJ, what AJ is, etc. So I'm definitely not against. I'm definitely against that. Also, as well, I don't know whether you noticed it. AJ, I know this is a micro. We're pinching that here. This is micro analysis, but as it stands, there's not really much that we could go off. But and I've got a picture right here. Bear with me. I've got the picture right here. Is it me or AJ in his last couple of fights hadn't got a fresh trim? This is the only fight I've seen in a while that he's actually getting a half decent haircut and grown it out a bit and got like a proper stylistic one. Maybe I'm bugging out. Okay, now let's go. We've got AJ coming out right now. We've got AJ coming out right now. AJ's walking at this moment in time. Let's go. I'm going to give you up-to-date analysis on how everyone's looking. They got gigs. They got gigs on this on the track. I'm here for it. Shout out gigs. No, they haven't got gigs. Sorry, they got scraps. You got AJ going into the ring, a lot more ferocious, a lot more hungry, a lot more ready to take off someone's head. Okay. Upon review, his arms are bigger. His arms are bigger, and I'm noticing that. Yeah, his arms are bigger, particularly bicep, tricep area. It's a lot bigger. 1, 2, 1, 2. Jab. Okay. I can't lie. He's looking good, guys. He's looking good. He's looking ferocious. He's looking a lot more stronger. He's looking a lot more powerful. I'm here for this. I am here for this. Gloves are on. Robert Garcia lacing up the right hand. Angel Fernandez lacing up the left hand. So far, Angel's looking a lot more filled in. Yeah, he's looking a lot more built in. He's looking his biceps and his triceps. Frimpong's, bro, big up Frimpong. He's saying the like I agree. I might even start that comment. Those biceps and triceps look, particularly the biceps, look a whole lot bigger. And I'm just thinking about what you could work on in terms of that tactic, or if you look a little bit bigger, that means because to get your bicep bigger, you've got to do a lot more, arm curl, etc. That's one way of doing so. So he's definitely going to do a lot more short hooks, a lot more short punches to the body, or short punches upstairs, and to generate power. But let's see how quick he is. His legs look skinner. He may have just missed the leg day the whole time. Let's go. Jab. Slip, 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 jab. I like this, guys. I like what I'm seeing. Jab by right hand by AJ. Okay. This is some good pad work. In terms of pad work, Robert got Angel Fernandez is having his arm out. He's doing this. And doing this a couple of times, AJ's catching the right hand. So they'll be working on it. They'll be preparing for that Usyk style. And now they're working on the hooks upstairs. So clearly they've made a lot of adjustment to the camp. They've made a lot of amendments. He's using his hooks more. A lot of what they're doing on the pads is power punches, finishing moves. So far, so good. Like a lot of these stuff happen for a reason. A lot of the workout where it will be someone's on the pad work, someone's got the water bottle. This isn't like an improv situation. They've thought about it for a while. Angel Fernandez on the pads, looking very good. Yeah. And if you look at Angel Fernandez and the pad work that he's doing, a lot of it is to replicate angles and regions that Usyk may occupy. He's not doing it like that. He's not doing it like all the way up here. He's not doing it down like all the way on this side or that side. He's doing at a certain angle to do this. He'll have it here. He'll rotate his body a little bit. He'll do it there. He's looking to replicate Usyk's style and angles as much as possible. Little things you're not going to notice. I'm seeing a lot of improvements. Cutting the distance down, double jab, right hook to the body. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of improvements on Anthony AJ Joshua, and I'm very proud of him, guys. Robert Garcia says slip right hand to the body, or left hook to the body. Sorry. Yeah, and you could definitely see it. The arms out for and they're working on uppercuts as well. If you notice, some of these things, it's it's micro analysis, but you've got to look at some of the shots that AJ is throwing. I think even in the first public workout, a lot of it was like for the first fight, a lot of it was just him moving, jab, move, etc. But now it's him planting his feet a lot more. He's not moving his feet too much. Every step that he's taken towards the corner, AJ is following him, cutting the ring off effectively. And he's not chasing him. He's cutting the ring off. That is a big skill to learn in boxing. Requires a half decent level of footwork necessary to cut the ring off. And that's exactly what they're doing. AJ's not dancing on his feet regularly. I know he's done that, like, if you're watching the same time I'm watching it, you can see a couple of, like, when they're not punching in the corner, maybe he's doing a couple of things to get himself warmed up. But whilst they're actually throwing punches, I don't see a lot of jumping around on his foot. Right uppercut, move. Right uppercut to the body, move. Left hook to. A lot of these are hooks to the body, and you know what? I'm more confident watching this than I was prior to the first fight. A lot more, because we know what he's. It's overtly clear what he's doing at the moment in time. Sometimes you don't need to sit there in the gym and watch how they're doing it. You can kind of clock it from the public workout. His biceps and triceps are a whole lot bigger. He's every punch, or a lot of punches that he's throwing in the public workout, the power punches, majority of those have been to the body, and majority of them have been flat-footed. You can see what he's trying to do. You can see that he's not trying to jab move, or outbox Usyk. You can clearly see it. That dynamic as well. You got Angel Fernandez on the pads. Robert Garcia stepped in occasionally and said, "You know what? Change this and change that." That's it. Nothing else. And I think it's going to be a very similar circumstance on the night. You might see Angel Fernandez in the corner, Robert Garcia speaking of Angel Fernandez throughout the fight next to him and saying, "Listen, he's got to change this, and that." So long as the message is getting through, makes no difference. If both of these gentlemen are seeing these guys, both of the gentlemen are seeing AJ not throwing enough jabs, not setting up his shots effectively. Robert Garcia he doesn't even need to tell him in the ring. He just needs to go over to Angel Fernandez. Look, he's not jabbing enough. Explain that to him. Simple. Angel Fernandez can work out. We've got AJ on a microphone now. Let's go. He's about to create new memories. I'm pumped. Let's go. Mm. AJ looks focused. He looks ready. A lot of what he's doing, it's the old AJ. A lot. Even down to his haircut. Like, when was the last time AJ got a trim like this before a fight? I think it might have been Klitschko. Hold on. AJ versus Klitschko. And sometimes it's the subtle thing. Nah. Yeah, it was. He had like a fade before. Yeah, it was. It was. Um, Hold on. Yeah, against Ruiz, he just had his hair up. Against Pulev, yeah, he just cut his hair like all like one trim, like one level, no shape up. This version of AJ is a very old version of him. From down to the way he was moving, down to the size he was, down to the actions that he was performing in the ring, down to the haircut. It's very old AJ-esque, and that's what I'm hearing. That's what I like. That's what I like. Fredbox says, yeah, it's the old AJ. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to open your eyes and, like, a lot of people say, yeah, nah, you don't need to, micro analyze AJ. Sometimes you just need to open your eyes, use your brain a bit. How did AJ look the first fight? Comparison to how he looked now. Comparison to how he looked previous fights. And a person from the end, a person from a similar background to himself, myself, etc., from a certain background, etc., how you look in terms of everything down to your haircut, everything down to what your creps or what your shoes are wearing, it molds you, it builds your character, etc. If you're going into the ring with like an afro out basically, or like not an afro, like a mini afro, like he did against the Ruiz too, it shows that he's just been in the gym and that's all he's focused on. I was trying to intercept the thing. So I was trying to go in front of the sky camera, and now Jadora did it. Evander Holyfield is there. You've got Kugan Cassius there. You've got Chisora there as well. I'm pumped. I'm excited, and I'm ready for this outcome. But from the public workout, what I saw was a different AJ. AJ doesn't give a lot of clues, but he gives so many little ones that you start adding it up. Look at him. Bigger biceps, bigger triceps. All he's doing in the ring is hooking and power punches, cutting the ring off as well. That's what he's doing in the ring. When Angel Fernandez started moving around the ring, all he was worried about is cutting him off. He wasn't following him and jabbing or trying to do all this fancy artsy-fartsy shit. All he wanted to do was cut the ring off and administer as much power shot to the body as possible using his bigger size and bigger frame. He's got a new haircut or his old haircut, so high top, skin fade, taper fade at the back. He means business because when he had that same haircut was the same times that he was hooking and taking people out. The times that he had dead trims was the time he started performing poorly. If you really think about it, AJ's worst performances, he's had dead trims. Not dead. I'm talking about like not as good as it can be. You know what I'm saying? You got Prince Khalid of Saudi Arabia here as well. I say guys, or one of his sons. I'm pumped, man. I am pumped. Freddie Cunningham is there alongside KD. We got KD. She's always there as well for morale. Like, what a good showing that this was. This probably was a better showing than the weigh-in, to be fair. A better way of gauging what AJ's intentions are, how he looks, how he moves is a better than the weigh-in. Personally, that's what I think. But regardless of that, hold on, it's been half an hour. Short one today. We'll be back here. I might do a quick vid tomorrow. Might decide a quick vid tomorrow. But we'll be back here on Thursday. When is the press conference? It's on Thursday, right? We'll come back here on Thursday, and then we're gonna have a live show on Friday to talk about the fight. I might do a watch along. It's a bit all over the place, you know. But anyway, until next time, peace, love, and prosperity. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. Peace.